Now.
Hey everyone, it's Murray Duck here with Ashkihyena, bringing you more of the Klingon Defense Force Let's Play of Star Trek Online. Today's mission is Friend or Foe. During my time as ambassador, I uncovered evidence that one of the great houses has been corrupted by a foreign influence from plotting against the Empire. I was thrown into Rurapenthe as punishment for digging too close to the truth. The fugitive Drake suggested that we travel to the Vor system. We hope to find evidence that will prove there is an internal threat to the Empire.
Alright. So now that we are in the Pecan sector block, I'm ready to set course for the Vor system, which we're already at. Saved a little time traveling here in sector space.
Considering we know how you viewers detest just waiting and want us to get right into the action. Let us begin.
Sir, we've entered the Vor system. There's a starbase in orbit dead ahead. Records listed as a research facility operated by Uridian scientists. Uridian scientists? That's unusual. The Uridians are not known for their scientific prowess, but the research station is listed as a protected asset. According to your ship's computer, the Uridians have a trade agreement with a human scientist named Amar Singe. How's that pronounced? Singe or
Sing?
Singh. Oh yeah, like Noonien Singh, the Amar Singh. He is working with someone in the Empire on a genetic research project. It is unclear what Drake expected us to find here, and yet we have to investigate. So we'll approach the station. All right. Oh, and there was something I was going to do, but other than my Starfleet character, none of my other characters are high enough level to do it, which is actually a surprise.
Yep, it's a bit disappointing. This is Research Facility Lochner Beta 3. I am Plaudos Yarden, commander of the station. Who am I speaking? And we just identify who we are. We were informed there would be visitors today. How may we serve the Empire? We're here to inspect the station. Commander Plaudos, you will provide this ship's computer access to all recent station communication logs. You will also transmit a manifest of shipments and supply delivery receipts for the last month. We expect full cooperation. Well, this is unexpected. You do realize that we have an agreement with your government and Dr. Singh. Our research is highly classified. You do have some sort of official order granting permission to view these records. Of course. We'll send it right over. And one torpedo should be enough to send a message.
Why are you attacking us?
Why are you attacking us?
Oh.
Means we're not your enemy. Send over the information we requested. You're completely mad. This is a top security installation. You don't have authorization to access our records. We're filing a formal complaint. You're hiding something. Of course we're hiding something. We're conducting classified research. That's why you are not authorized to access station records. You do understand the concept of top secret, don't you? You dare to insult my authority? This is preposterous. We refuse to hand over top secret information without proper authorization. We will defend ourselves if necessary. You stink of guilt.
Of course, yep. No time to. Of course, I don't know why I have a tractor beam on the turret when it's not going anywhere. But attacking a station is always fun.
There's all defenses. Ooh,
what do we got here? Oh!
a Romulan war.
Romulan warbirds.
Yep, 2 Tavara warbirds and a bowgun.
Sir, the Romulans are hailing us. We received a distress call from the station. We are here to provide assistance. And your assistance is no longer needed. Station Commander Pardios, how do you pronounce that?
Plardos.
Plardos sounded distress. He mentioned a disagreement with a Klingon vessel. It would be dishonorable of us not to investigate. And yes, this is an internal matter. We appreciate the delicate nature of this situation. Would you mind if we spoke with the station? Perhaps we could resolve any misunderstanding. And be our guests, tell Plardios we'll wait. Whoops, I'm trying to fly out of the deal.
I find this very suspicious. Why would Romulans respond to a distress call here? Monitor the communications. They hail the station on open frequency, and they immediately switch to an encrypted channel. The Romulan ship has yet to raise shields. Let me if you notice anything else. I don't need to remind you we are in Klingon territory. The fact that these Romulans are here at all could be the clue we need. Jackson will find evidence, not clues. So the station has transported several crates of goods. There's our evidence. Hail the Romulans.
Commander Plardios has explained the situation. It sounds as if I can't speak tonight. It sounds as if there's been a misunderstanding. Or miscommunication. You're a Romulan. You lie every time you draw a breath. The foolish bravado of the Klingon Empire. Attacking your own station and then accusing us of wrongdoing? I should have expected something like this. Very well. We'll communicate in terms you understand. And raise the shields.
Of course they're targeting
Yeah,
first.
they did. Yeah,
Why not?
yeah, they don't.
Why
Yeah,
not?
they don't like you apparently. Now, if I'm not oh, yep, they have the effect when the singularity core gets destroyed. Alright, that takes care of him, and now over to this one. They just don't like you. You start firing on them, and then they turn their attention to you. Oh, there's a Dereritix.
The IRW soldiers. And we have the assistance of the Republic Devon border.
Yay! No, with your heavy torpedoes. I'll get, you got warbirds everywhere then. That works for me. And your torpedoes. Stop that shenanigans. Turn around. Hit him with the torpedo. Right.
Just a bit
Please.
more.
And that takes care of him.
The Roman Republic is thankful for your assistance. We've tracked the Taos shots of the system, but we would have been outmatched without your aid. You fought well for a Romulan. The Romulan Republic faces many challenges, but conflict with the Klingon Empire should not be one of them. As a gesture of good faith, I'll share with you the information that you might find to be of value. Go on. We believe the Taos agents are collaborating with operatives in the Klingon Empire to steal weaponry and technology. We have uncovered large supplies of Klingon weapons on the planet Nimbus 3 that we believe are being stockpiled there by agents of the Empress. The stolen goods are being transferred through several facilities in the local sector, including this science station. You have proof of this. The shipping manifests on the supply crates are the weapons themselves. By tracking the flow of goods, we learned that there are agents in the Klingon Empire transferring stolen supplies to the Taos Yar. Those supplies are being stockpiled on Nimbus 3. If you will help track down the source of the weapons, we will share our data with you. Send us the data, but we make no promises. Transferring the data now. We expect the Klingon Empire to track down the source of those stolen goods and punish those responsible before more weapons fall into the wrong hands. If we discover any further information, we will notify the Empire's ambassador on Malrihan. Get me that call, Plardios.
Lieutenant, please listen to me. We were only following protocol. We must ensure that our research doesn't fall into the wrong hands. Then why are you trading in stolen goods? We didn't know that shipment we were transferring was stolen. I was told that the crates were medical supplies needed on the war front. We didn't ask questions. Please, show mercy. We were only doing what we were ordered to. Then do as you're told and send me the data I want. Due to present circumstances, we will forego normal security authorization and provide you the files you have requested. We live to serve the Empire. Transfer the files before I lose my patience. We have received the data that Kimtar has requested, sir. It will take some time to analyze these files and track the source of the shipments. In the meantime, we are prepared to leave the system on your command. And there we go. Everything's done. So we could depart the system. Now, I think that's the end of the mission? Yep.
Not yet. Your officers have analyzed the shipping logs from the research facility. Their findings confirm what the Republic officer told us. Someone has been routing technology and weapons to the Tashiar, and they are going to great lengths to cover their tracks. Do you believe a great house is involved? An operation of this magnitude would require the resource of one of their houses, but the shipments are being routed in such a way to conceal their point of origin. Our evidence is circumstantial. It was my eagerness to point figures without proof that landed me in Pedthe in the first place. We must exercise patience and wait for our prey to reveal themselves. Craig mentioned your father. My father is Ambassador Worf. He has many friends, and many enemies. I tried to convince him that one of the houses was moving in the shadows against us. He either didn't believe me or didn't care. Either way, he made his decision when he refused to act after I was sent to ruin Pedthe. His pride is a weakness our enemy will try to exploit. And perhaps I can persuade him to listen. You can try, but we must be prepared if he doesn't. We should at least warn him of the danger, even if he refuses to see the knife at his throat. Don't worry. We will be there if they strike.
Alright.
Now we have to meet with Worf and Kronos, and
Which means...
let's just be a little lazy and use the transport feature.
Yeah, sounds good to
go
me.
back to Kronos.
Speaking of Worf, you said he's not voiced by Michael Dorn here yet, is he?
No, not yet. Come the next major update, when fullness of Season 8 comes out, the scenes where Worf has dialogue, Michael Dorn will be voicing those over.
He's voiced in the featured episode I haven't done yet, but I was wondering if he was wonder if they got him to voice everything yet.
Yeah.
And it is to the First City, right? Yeah, First City.
Yes. Because where else would Worf be? Honestly.
I know. For some reason, I was thinking the Academy, but I don't know.
No. I don't think he would go to the Academy unless Rick wanted him there for some stupid reason. Besides, First City is one of the main hubs for Klingon carrying players anyway. Since there's a lot of stuff early on.
Yep, there he is. And they changed the way he looked too, actually, because he looked different before this.
Yeah, he had more facial hair, and his hair was a little bit more wild.
Yep. Greetings, Lieutenant. Fight with honor. Yeah. Who are you? I don't know if I talked to Worf yet. I am Worf, son of Mo.
Yeah.
What'd you say?
Don't worry about it.
Does that say Gintak? I think that's how that's pronounced. Gintak.
Yeah,
Gintak of the House of Martok. And yes, I'm the one you've heard stories of. I served the Federation, proudly. I served under two of the finest commanders in Starfleet, and fought many battles for the Federation. I regret nothing. But when the war came between our people and my adopted family, I had to make a choice. The honorable path was here. And, sir, do you have a moment? Perhaps. First tell me who you are, and yet we tell them our name? Greetings. How may I assist you? We need to speak privately. That is an odd request. We stand in the courtyard of the Great Hall, and an honor has no need of secrecy. If you cannot speak your mind in this place, then I have no desire to hear what you say. Very well. I am here with your son, Kimtar. That is not my son's name. If Kimtar wishes to talk Tell him to come to speak with me. I will not communicate through intermediaries. He said, you are both great danger. He is the only one in danger, unless you are foolish enough to listen to his tales. But you have already made that mistake. If you have spoken to him, then you have been to Rurapenthe. Yep, a great house is plotting your death. I am Gintok of the House of Martok. Lady Cyrilla has declared vengeance on the House of Jempok. It would not surprise me if all the great houses wish me dead. Tell my son that I am capable of defending myself, and the Romulans are involved. Romulans? That does not make sense. Jempok's position towards the Federation and the Tal Shiar is very clear, and in this, he has my house's full support. It would be foolish for any house to make such a connection. However, I would not be surprised to hear you mention the House of Duras. Yet we don't know if Duras is involved. And that is exactly why this sort of accusation landed my son in a penal colony. Tell Kimtar that unless he has proof, he should stay silent. If he is a fugitive from Rurapenthe, he will only make the situation worse. I don't want to know any more about who you two are, or about what you two are plotting. And I'll tell them. And, yep, we got to contact.
As Wolf agreed to speak to us, he said that your name is not Kentar. What name I use is not important. Did you tell him what we were? He did not seem concerned. Did you tell him the Romulans are involved? He mentioned House Duras. Given their history, I considered the possibility that the House of Duras might be involved. Is he at least willing to review our evidence? He wants nothing to do with our investigation. Gotcha! He is a stubborn old man to get himself killed. We should at least warn the House of Martok. And agreed. If the Gintok to House Martok will not listen, we will take our concerns to the house itself. Martok's son Drex is on board. We'll contact Lady Cyrilla and arrange a meeting. Don't be discouraged. And that's
Alright,
it.
that's the end of the mission. Alright. You must meet with Lady Cyrilla from the House of Martok. She must be warned. And, yep.
Congratulations, Lieutenant.
That's it. I just got promoted. Did you?
Yep.
Awesome. And, yep, that's it. I think our next deal is going to be a Romulan deal. And then hopefully after the Romulan deal, I'll be able to do the featured episode. I think that's a single player like the Temporal Ambassador deal, so I won't have anybody with me on that. But I've got more videos to record before then. Alright. Later.
See ya.